on Chris Brown because there has been a lot of drama surrounding him, a lot of allegations surrounding him, and I already know there's a big collective of people that do not like him. They want him to get out of the industry. I don't know what the outcome they really want to happen, because I think they're hoping for a Diddy moment for Chris Brown where he gets taken down and he gets into the court systems all over again. The only problem is that this man already has served time for some of the things that he has done. And when regards to allegations that have been made about domestic violence, it's harder to take down someone that has accusations of domestic violence with no proof. So a lot of women can say, oh, he put his hands on me, but there hasn't been an actual time where a woman has came out and shown actual proof that he has done X, Y, and Z. So we're going to do a read on this. This is a serious topic, and I'm not too sure where this energy has stemmed from, because people say, oh, he's been accused of things throughout the years and he keeps doing it. But to who is he doing these things to? Because anybody can come up with an accusation or allegation about someone, but it doesn't mean that it's true. So we're going to dive deep into that, and we're going to get the summary of it, because if it's true, we're going to clock it here. If it's not true, we're going to clock it here, so we could spread awareness of domestic violence and people that actually experienced it, and spread awareness of people not playing victim to something that didn't happen. Because, purposely accusing someone of something just to gain some type of clout, some type of reputation is kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of wicked, because you're messing with someone's money and you're messing with their reputation in general. So yeah, let's dive a little bit deep into this reading. First of all, we're gonna ask not about the energy surrounding him, but more, what is the energy surrounding these allegations of him being abusive? Is there any truth in any of these allegations past the Rihanna and Karrueche situation? Because, we all know the Rihanna situation happened, and I guess it turned out to be that they were both fighting each other. It wasn't just a one-sided thing. He was putting his hands on her, she was putting his hands on him, but one took it a little bit too far. They both took it too far, but one of them took it way, way, way too far, and it was Chris. But then with the Karrueche situation, she alleged in court, I think there was a police report as well. People said there was a police report, but some people said that she brought it up in court. She brought it up in that lawsuit, that restraining order lawsuit that she had against him. That he had allegedly pushed her down the stairs and punched her in the stomach twice. That part got thrown out of court, allegedly. It got thrown out of court because she didn't have any proof of the bruises or any documents of her going to the hospital or any messages confirming that she's told someone about it. Like, there's no proof of it at all. And I don't know if she even gave a date or a time when it happened. It just was alleged that he abused her, but she had nothing to show for it. And it's kind of crazy, because at one point she was walking around with a broken ankle, and we never really knew the background story of her getting a broken. I think she said she just twisted her ankle, but I'm not saying that he did it, because this could have been during the time frame of them not being together. I think people have to realize with their relationship, they were on and off for a long time. Their relationship wasn't consistent, so we have to keep that in mind. The only reason why she was granted a restraining order, for the people in the back that said, oh, she was granted a restraining order because he was abusing her. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. She was granted a restraining order because she had messages of him telling her, I'm going to beat your brother's ass. I'm going to fuck him up. And he was threatening her because she wouldn't give him back his jewelry that he gave her as a gift for like a birthday or whatever the case may be. He gifted her jewelry and he said, oh, since we don't want to be together no more, give me my jewelry back. And she didn't want to respond. She didn't want to give him back his jewelry. I say, if a man that's being toxic and abusive towards you, give him back everything that he wants, because the more you have less of what he gave you, the more you could heal and move past. So there's no reason for him to reach out. He used that as a way to reach out, and she wasn't giving in. And you don't have to give in, because it's a gift at the end of the day. But if someone's abusive towards me and they're harassing me, fuck that jewelry. I'm giving that shit back. Fuck that. I don't care. I will give that shit right the fuck back. I'm not going to keep nothing that a man has gave me and that was being abusive and stuff like that. I'm not going to do that. If anything, I feel like she pawned it or something. But get your money's worth. But still, I wouldn't even go that route. I would just give it back. Just give it back. But... and it's even crazy. I'm sorry that this rating, I'm going to put a timestamp of you guys can just go into the rating. I'm sorry, I just have to let this off my chest. But like, there was even a time frame where she did an interview with, what's that lady's name? Ilana. And she asked her, she said, was Chris ever abusive towards you in a relationship? And then Karrueche looked at her and she's like, no, he was never abusive towards me. The reason why we're no longer together is because he had a baby on me. And every time I see her, I get upset because she was supposed to be mine. Because throughout our relationship, he was trying to actively get us, like, make me pregnant. That's what she said. She said that he was trying to get her pregnant throughout the relationship and it wasn't working. And then the moment he did a threesome, and while they were separated, he ended up getting Nia pregnant. And that was by accident, I guess. That was by accident, because he didn't even know that she was pregnant until Royalty was like 3 months old. So he didn't even know she was pregnant. Didn't know that the baby could be potentially his until Royalty was like 3 months or 4 months or something of that nature, which is fucked up. Which is, he missed a big part of her life and a big chunk of her life. That little moment is a big chunk, because that's their first time experiencing, parenthood, and he missed out on that because of someone being irresponsible. So, and him being irresponsible as well. But still, you guys know what I'm saying. But Karrueche did say that the reason why they're no longer together is because of the baby, which was Royalty at the time. So why would she say that, but not fully come out and say that he was abusive towards her? Because that would have made 10 times, more sense to say it right then and there and announce it to the world. But people can say, oh, maybe she was protecting him. If you were protecting him, you would still be with him. Duh. Something ain't added up. Something is not adding up. So we're going to dive deep into these allegations that are being made, because like I said, there's a documentary that's coming out about him, and we need to know the actual truth spiritually instead of what's coming out, because they're using old accusations and allegations, and they're using a new person, a new victim has came out and said she has been abused by Chris as well. Child, it's getting wicked. So let's get into the reading. Let's get the energy surrounding the allegations that's been made about Chris Brown. All right, Spirit, show me what is the energy surrounding these allegations that's being made by Chris, not made by Chris Brown, but made about Chris Brown? Is there any truth in these allegations that's been coming out about Chris Brown? Is there any truth in all the allegations he's been accused of him being abusive of any form? Is there any truth to these allegations? Is there any truth to these allegations? Because if there is truth to these allegations, why didn't someone call the police and put a whole police report on him instead of suing? Because no. Okay, we have the 6 of coins. The Lover's card reverse. King of Pentacles. Page of Cups reverse. The Hermit. Seven of Coins. 8 of Swords. Okay. When the 6 of Pentacles came out, I'm not even gonna cap. The first thing that came to mind is money grab. It seems like a money grab. This is a money grab. I'm not saying all the accusations, I'm not saying not all of them, but majority of them have been money grab opportunities. They're trying. Sorry, I keep burping because I just ate. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry, but basically what I'm saying is that these are people that are trying to get money out of him. And the Page of Cups reverse can talk about something that is not as lucky. It's not as fulfilling. So by that, I mean it's something you don't want to hear. And that talks about the claims of him being overly abusive to every interaction that he has with a woman. Every time he's interacting with a woman, they already have a story about him being abusive because that's how bad his temper is. That's what people are trying to make it seem like. And then in all actuality, these are money grabs. These are people that are trying to get money out of him. And then the Lover's card reverse and the Hermit, he's never going to be escaping what happened in the past between him and Rihanna. That's something, him and that relationship that he had with her will always traumatize his reputation, ruin, damage his reputation, whether he likes it or not. People are trying to remimic that moment with him so they can get some type of attention off of it. And he needs to separate himself from these women that he's interacting with, because most of them are clout chasers, because they want to have a moment with him where they get attention. They want to be like Karrueche. They're trying to be like Karrueche. They're definitely trying to be like Karrueche. And get some, because after the breakup, Karrueche was everywhere. She was on your TV screen. She was at red carpets. She was at every type of event you could think of. This girl was everywhere. And then 2 years later, people forgot about her, just like that. No one cared anymore. And he was right. I remember he said that about Karrueche as well. He's like, you guys wouldn't even know her if it wasn't for me. She has a career because of me. Ooh, he has power. I would say Chris Brown is one of the men in the industry that will give you a career just by you being with him. Just by you actively being with him and you actively interacting with social media, actively popping up at events with him. You know who else was trying to do the same thing? Amika's weird ass. I'm sorry. Amika is his number one stalker in my book that he got pregnant and actually ended up catching feelings for. Because this girl used to have a whole fan page and everything. Like, this girl was a weirdo. But I digress with that because she has a child with him now. So, okay. But this is definitely giving that most of these are for attention. So but King of Pentacles with the Seven of Pentacles. This talks about him trying to overcome these allegations. I really feel like there might be a lawsuit brewing, maybe like a defamation of character lawsuit brewing. I would not be surprised, because this was overdue. This is overdue so badly. This is overdue that Chris needs to put out a lawsuit against people that have been falsely accusing him of doing things that he has not done. He's one of the celebrities I'm surprised never went that route of defamation of character, because he deserves to win a lawsuit to prove people's point to stop fucking with him. Like, if he's doing the things, prove it in a police report. You don't have to prove it to social media. You don't have to prove it through a lawsuit. You don't have to prove it through any of that. Stop getting money for it. Don't go that route. Put a police report and make this man go to jail, because you already know the state of California does not like him. Okay, we all know that. The state of California does not like Chris Brown. They don't like him. Remember that time that girl accused him of pulling out a gun on her, and then the whole SWAT team popped up at his crib? Do I need to insert a video from that whole moment of him being outside laughing and laying on the fucking concrete with his family while they were searching through his crib and they couldn't find the gun that he allegedly had? Like, come on now. There has to be a time and frame where we say, okay, we need evidence now. We're not going to go off of one thing that he did. We need actual proof, because anybody can say anything and it end up being not true. Okay? So then we have the Eight of Swords. There's some type of fear that's here. He's never escaping this. This is energy of not being able to escape these claims. So let's ask this. Did he, because there's a girl that's claiming that her best friend got sexually, A word, or the R word, because she actually said the R word. Her best friend got R worded by Chris Brown. So let's dive deep into that as well, because is there any truth in that claim? That girl made a whole TikTok talking about, Sage the Gemini R-word me, and my best friend got R-word by Chris Brown. So, child, it's a mess. So is there any truth to that accusation that Chris Brown potentially had relations or R-worded a girl that had attended his party and she was underage at the time? Is there any truth to that claim that he, a minor? The Wheel of Fortune, Eight of Cups, the Hierophant, Five of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, the World card reverse, Three of Swords. Bottom of the deck, we have the Tower card. Ooh. The Wheel of Fortune talks about something manifesting within time. It talks about destiny. And then we have the Five of Swords. And it talks about arguments. It could talk about someone stabbing you in the back, in the sense of, I'm going to be overly aggressive with you in regards to this situation. So the Wheel of Fortune with the Five of Swords, this one's kind of throwing me off, because the Wheel of Fortune is a yes card, but followed with the Five of Swords. And it's crazy because in the deck that I'm using, there's a guy that's holding, what is it, one, yeah, he's holding 5 swords, and he's like on this pedestal type of, yeah, he's like kind of on like a higher pedestal, and he's like looking in a different direction, and then there's a girl below that's crying, and she looks so sad. Chris, if this is true, I'm a gag, because it feels like it could be potentially true, and it was destined to be brought up. This is kind of shocking. 8 of Cups with the Ace of Pentacles. The 8 of Cups talks about walking away. The Ace of Pentacles talks about a new venture. It could be a new financial venture of some sort. This is actually got me kind of stuck, because I was not expecting this, and because the overall card is a 3 of Swords. So that could come from her end, her best friend's end, how she feels, or that can come from Chris's end, where he feels like, I didn't do any of this. This is something that I've been accused of doing before, and I never did that. But then you have the Hierophant with the World card reverse. It seems like this has been an ongoing pattern. This talks about, because the Hierophant represents Taurus. That's Chris Brown's card because he is a Taurus. So this could talk about the repetitive patterns of it keeps happening. Oh my goodness. You know how I was saying I was stuck on the 8 of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles, because I'm really stumped on that part, because that kind of threw me off, because this is giving me a vibe that I'm not going to say this girl was paid off. I'm not going to say that this girl was paid off, because we do not know that, and we don't know if it's actually true or not. I'm not saying that it's true, but there is a type of vibe that this is potentially true. But this could be a vibe of something like maybe she was trying to get his attention and he completely ignored her. And then you have the 8 of Cups walking away. There might have been a bribe that was here. Somebody bribed someone. I'm not saying this feels like blackmail, but someone definitely got bribed. I don't know if he bribed her to not say anything, or she, was like, if you don't do this, that, and the third, I might go to the police about it. Yeah, it seems like an ongoing pattern. The World card talks about a pattern that keeps happening. There's no way of getting out of it unless you make changes into your behavior. Overall, it's a 3 of Swords. There's pain that's here. I would not be surprised if this girl was bribed, either by his team or by him directly. But the Wheel of Fortune, it's not like a yes card. I did say it was a yes card, but it's more like a maybe type of card, because it talks about destiny. So it could or could not happen, depending on how you go about it. Okay, let's ask this. Did Chris Brown bribe the girl that's accusing him of this allegation or accusation? Did he bribe her? Five of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, the Devil card, Judgment reverse, Nine of Pentacles. Well, Nine of Pentacles. Ooh. Okay, we have the Ten of... Okay, whoa. These are a lot of cards. Ten of Swords. Three of Wands. The Magician, King of Cups. Seven of Swords. Okay. I'm trying my best with this one because this is kind of like it's all over the place. But one, I don't want to be wrong about this because this is very serious and I don't want to be wrong. But when I was pulling out the Seven of Swords, it's like I could see it had to be at Chris Brown's house, but it wasn't him. Something happened at his house, but it had nothing to do with him, but with somebody else that's attached to him. That's why I said there is some type of truth to this, but not to the extent that we know. Because I asked, did he bribe her? The Five of Pentacles and the Judgment card reversed. So there was no type of bribe that was here. If anything, he was out. He didn't know about this. This is not something that was brought to his attention. Because the Judgment reverse talks about you not facing your fears. So somebody must not have told him what event had taken place at his house. But she was there. Ten of Cups with the Nine. Yeah, oh my gosh. I'm trying to take my time with this reading. I really am. Because it's so many cards. But Ten of Cups with the Nine of Pentacles. This seems like it was a party. There was some type of event that was happening here. So, if you guys don't remember, Chris Brown, I don't know if he still has this going on in his house, but there is like, at one point in time, he had multiple people living in his house with him. It was like his guy friends at the time. You know, his homeboys and stuff like that. I wouldn't say his team, but probably his close friends that was living with him. Or at least it definitely felt like his friends were living with him. Because his friends were always there. So I would not be surprised by this if it was something to do with his friends. You know, like how that situation that happened with Tupac and that girl alleged that Tupac R-worded her, and it turned out to be not true, and that instead it was somebody else that did it to her and it wasn't him, or something like of that nature, or he lured her into the room by herself with him, and then he left the room and his friends came in. Gotcha. That's what's playing in my head. Like, that's why I feel like there's some type of truth that's here. But instead of directly it being his friends did it, she's attaching him to it. Like, you did this to me. Allegedly. I don't want to be wrong, but that's what it feels like. It feels like it was a group of people that was involved in this, and there's no way to prove that, but you could put it on to Chris because, oh Lord, this is getting disturbing, because I feel like there is some type of truth to this, but it feels like it wasn't him that did it. It was more like people that were attached to him did it, but the blame is getting brought onto him. The Devil card with the Ten of Swords. Yeah, the Devil card with the Ten of Swords. There was something that happened, a sexual interaction that happened that wasn't consent whatsoever. Because then you got the Three of Wands with the Magician and the King of Cups. Whoever this King of Cups person is, because it's not Chris. Chris doesn't really have water in his chart. He does have a lot of earth energy in his chart, but not really water. So there was somebody that is a water sign that's attached to him that has something to do with this. Because then we have the Seven of Swords. I'm going to let you guys know right now. This reading is for entertainment purposes only, because I do not want to be caught up in no lawsuit or anything. Entertainment purposes only. This is alleged, and that's it. I have no business with whatever the hell is going on, because the last thing I don't want is somebody try to throw me into the mix over a video. No. I'm not. Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. This is getting serious. This is getting real serious. Okay, what is the energy surrounding Chris Brown in regards to this documentary? Is he gonna put a stop to it? Is it still gonna air on TV? What's going on? What is going on? Why is the energy surrounding this documentary about Chris Brown's abuse history? Okay, we have the Ace of Wands, Queen of Swords reverse, Four of Wands, King of Swords, the Moon card, Two of Cups, Death card. I'm gonna tell you this right now. It definitely feels like, you know how when they put out a documentary about the abuse that Michael Jackson was doing to the kids that went to his house and slept over his house, whatever the case may be. You know how they did that whole little documentary, and then just to find out that those boys and men, they're grown-ass men now. This shit's been going on since the 90s, I guess. Same people keep coming out saying that he did it, and then backtracking saying that he didn't do it, and then when the money get low, oh, he did it. So, child, it's giving that type of vibe of he did it, and then backtrack and say, oh, he didn't do it. It's giving that type of feel where it's not a genuine documentary. This is going to be a clout chasing moment. This is definitely an opportunist type of vibe. This is not going to be a documentary how R. Kelly's documentary was, where they got into actual details, actually brought up the women that actually had relations with him when they were minors and stuff like that, their interactions with him. They actually had some type of proof, you know, actually has stories that line up with, you know, his timeline, pictures of them being with him and who they knew, who they didn't know, actual places, you know, cities, you know, they were on it with that documentary. They were on it to show that they actually have proof that this actually happened and that these are actual victims. In this documentary that's coming out about Chris Brown, this is definitely giving a biased type of feel. This is not going to be filled with any new information. This is going to be about old information that probably got debunked. It's not going to be anything special. And with the Ace of Wands, with the King of Swords, I would not be surprised if he puts a stop to it. I would not be surprised if he ends up suing afterwards. I would not be surprised by any of that. I would not be surprised if he gets his lawyers involved. And yeah, this is going to be very interesting, because the Queen of Swords reversed with the Moon card. Whoever this Queen of Swords is, this is someone that's already been around him and actually knows him. And this is not someone that is, I'm not saying they're not being genuine, but they're not fully confident in what they're saying regards to him. But the moon card is here to listen to your intuition, listen, pay attention to your surroundings. And yeah, this girl, this is someone, it definitely feels like this is someone that has been harassing him, potentially stalking him at one point. It kind of gets that type of feel. I already know this is going to be a long ass reading, but this is so serious. Like, I don't want to give you guys like a biased reading or like make you guys feel like I'm picking sides, whatever the case may be. I really want to know what's going on, because this is a year of people getting exposed left and right. I'm like, child, this is insane. Exactly. This is insane. This girl, whoever this girl is, she knows what she's doing. This is someone, like I said, this is someone that's been stalking him. This is someone that's been harassing him. And this is probably someone that's been trying to take him to court for a while now. This is not a new accuser. This is someone that won't leave him the hell alone. So with the Four of Wands and the Two of Cups, there's not going to be a negative reaction to this documentary. If anything, it's going to make his fan base become closer with him. And a Death card, this documentary ain't going to do nothing. Child, it's going to be a waste of time. Money. It's going to be unorganized. Very unorganized. I'm not going to say it's not going to be informational. You can still watch it if you want to. But just know it's not out of genuine care. This is a money opportunity. So it's going to be very unorganized, very not something worth watching. Just saying. You guys are free to do whatever you want. But yeah. And the last thing we're going to bring up about this accusations about Chris Brown, whatever the case may be, is the Diddy case. So what is the energy surrounding Chris Brown regarding Diddy's court case, because he is listed as one of the people that was involved in misconduct or whatever the case may be. Page of Swords, 10 of Wands, 9 of Wands, Seven of Cups, the Star card reverse, Two of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. Let me tell you something. I really feel like this is something he's not going to be able to get out of very quickly. He is going to be called in to be asked, certain questions about certain events, and he has no choice but to talk. But because the Page of Swords is here, he has no choice but to talk and to express what was going on. Then we have the Seven of Cups here. So there is some type of delusion here that he was involved all the time, and he was always active at these parties or freak offs, whatever the case may be. So there's some type of clarity that's gonna be spoken here. 10 of Wands with the Star card reverse. It's just something that's going to damage him more than help him. So regardless, his name being attached is actually messing up his money 10 times more than usual. So you gotta tell the truth, Chris. What was going on? If you gotta start snitching, because you got kids, bro. You got 2 daughters and you got a son. Come on now. 9 of Wands with the 2 of Pentacles. I feel like he's gonna figure everything out, this is something that's going to get figured out pretty quickly. I don't think he's going to have this big involvement in Diddy's case, but if anything, they're probably going to pull him in and ask him questions, but then after that, you're not really going to see much of Chris. And yeah, my advice to Chris is to stay out of the light. It's time to get out of the spotlight. It's time to take a rest from the industry. I know it's gonna be hard, but you gotta get out the industry, bro, because they're coming for your guts now. You need to make a public apology to your fans, to the people that don't like you, to people that you have collabed with, that their reputation got damaged because they have a song with you or they decided to collab with you, and people don't really like them as much anymore because they decided to make a song with you. You need to make a formal apology to everyone. If it has to be 3 pages long, let it be 3 pages long, but let it be genuine. Put out a public apology for everything. Clear up a lot of things. Talk about it. And stop letting people control your narrative, because this is the result of it. So I need you to speak out. Be more genuine and let these people know, your standpoint on things, and let your lawyer speak, and get out of the industry, bro. Get out of the industry. It's time to wrap it up. It's time to get out of the industry. It's time to move. I mean, he already did move, but I think he needs to move to a different state for a bit. Not even to a different state, maybe to a different country for a bit. To get away from people. Definitely get away from everyone. Definitely, it's time. It's time to pack it the fuck up. Genuinely. It's time. Because this is... Who wants to keep dealing with this? You've been in this career for like almost 20 years now. Like, you entered in around like 2005. Your album came out in 2005. So what? You've been in the industry for almost like I said, almost 20 years now. It's time to pack it up. It's definitely time to pack it up. Yeah. And be behind the scenes. If anything, definitely be behind the scenes. Create your own label if you don't already have a record label of your own. And make it broader, make it known that you have a record label. Be behind the scenes and not in front. The more you're behind the scenes, people will stop attaching your shit and leave you the fuck alone. Just saying. And sign new artists, improve their careers, and make money in silence and peace. That's my advice for him. Hopefully the truth comes out, and if it does come out that most of these allegations are true, Chris, I need you to go to jail for a bit. I'm not going to cap. You need to go to jail, bro, if it's true. If it comes out that some of these allegations are true, you need to go to jail, bro, like R. Kelly and them. Not going to cap. But if it's not true, like I picked up on the reading that most of it's not true, and it's just a money grab, you got to get out, bro. Okay, that was it. Sorry for my little rant. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.